All right, everybody, it's time for tip number 13. Now, yesterday we talked about sugar, and we talked about how sugar, when we look at calories, is 20% of the standard American diet. Now, another 20% of the standard American diet is industrial seed oils. Now, I know that might be confusing for some people, so I'm going to break down what those oils are. It's your vegetable oil, your canola oil, which is rapeseed oil. It's your sunflower oil, your safflower oil, it's the soybean oil, the peanut, the corn oil, all of those oils. Now, when we look at these oils, they are polyunsaturated fatty acids, so they actually are not very stable when we heat them. However, these are the oils that individuals fry in, right? It's what we see in potato chips and the majority of our processed foods. So when we consume them, especially when they've been heated, they've been oxidized, which means that they're high in free radicals. So if we're eating a lot of these oils and we're cooking in these oils, it is literally just a massive amount of free radicals when we consume them. The other thing is these oils tend to be high in omega-6 fatty acids. Remember, we talked about we want to balance omega-3 to omega-6 when we talked about fish oil. Fish oil is a great source of EPA and DHA, which are our omega-3s. These industrial seed oils are high in omega-6s. So what we want is a ratio of 1 omega-3 to 1 omega-6, the standard American diet, because we eat so many processed foods and so many fried foods and so many packaged foods. The standard ratio for the average American is 1 to about 20 or 30 omega-6s. So 1 omega-3 to 20 or 30 omega-6s is the typical ratio, and we have to bring that down. Best way to bring that down is to avoid these oils altogether, because we know when we have that imbalance, it creates an inflammatory cascade within the body. The other thing is these oils literally create the perfect environment within the gut to where our gut bacteria produce something called lipopolysaccharide, which we talked about in a prior video. And what happens is this endotoxin can seep through the gut into our tissues and create an inflammatory cascade because it triggers that nuclear factor kappa B, same as sugar, and that's going to lead to a cytokine reaction downstream, and it's going to lead to low-grade systemic inflammation, which is the breeding ground for chronic illness, and it's not going to let our immune system adapt and respond readily and appropriately when we're faced with a virus or a bacteria, so it's going to set us up for acute illness as well. So I hope that helped. If you guys have any more questions about these industrial seed oils, feel free to shoot us an email, message us, or respond to this video, and we'll do our best to get back to you and answer your questions. Tomorrow, we will give you tip number 14.